2, 3.
One thing I want to do real quick is everybody look around the room, take one person that you've never seen or met before individually, and go give them a hug. When you give them a hug, say spread love. Let's go real quick.
Martin Luther King used to say to us that to really be free, you've got to first overcome the love of wealth and then the fear of death.
It's about you all understanding the power of your own leadership.
God put super on our natural. He gave us supernatural ability to do the things we couldn't do before that super was put on our natural.
I want to motivate young people, our young students, to understand that our success in this nation, a lot of that emanated from what our student leaders on black college campuses did all through the civil rights movement and what they continue to do. And so it's just great to be here in Houston, Texas, and be at Texas Southern University.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Amanda Edwards, your City Council member, and I could not be more excited to be here before you today. I'm looking out and I see so many young people who are enthusiastic, who are passionate, who have the world in front of them with full of potential. And I just want to say thank you for inviting me here today and for assembling such a diverse and strong group of leaders. It is so important that you take it upon yourselves to continue to have these dialogues, educate yourself, and also have these exchanges because we grow from these experiences. So I thank you for being here today and for the leadership that put this together. As was mentioned, I'm a city council member. I grew up here in Houston. I'm a product of public school here in Houston. In fact, I went to Eisenhower High School in the Aldine Public School District, and a number of kids who went to my school, they didn't think that we were going to have opportunity beyond. And it's not about what other people think, it's about what you think and what you know. And so having that understanding, you've got to, especially at this juncture in your lives, understand that your future is only limited by your own imagination. And so if you think big, you dream big, you will have big success if you are willing to do the work. And so I say that because a lot of times, especially in a position like mine, you see, I'm smiling big, I'm standing next to someone like Ambassador Young, and you say, gee, that's a lot of fun, I want to do that. But let me tell you what that requires. It requires preparation. It requires commitment about other things other than oneself. And so you have to do a lot of sacrificing, a lot of preparing, but also visualizing. You've got to have a vision of what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go. So it's not about competing among your peers. It's really about being the person that you think your purpose is, what God intended for you to fulfill. So back to me, I went to Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, got a chance to witness a lot of the fruits of Ambassador Young's labor in terms of how he empowered that entire city to become such a vibrant place that thrives for black people. I went on after that, I worked on Capitol Hill for someone by the name of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. So y'all know the Congresswoman, y'all know I learned how to work hard and run fast, but that's important because you've got to also understand in the world of serving people, their needs are urgent. If they didn't have urgent needs, they wouldn't be calling. And so understanding that when you get in that space where whether you're elected or not, people need your help and you can't just put it off on a time that might be more convenient for you. So have that frame of knowledge. In addition to that, I then went on to Harvard Law School. But I knew that I wasn't at Harvard because I was smart or just because I was going to have an opportunity to make a lot of money. I knew that God put me there because He wanted me to be able to give back to my neighborhood and my community. And so after I'd gone to New Orleans after Katrina, I started a program there for kids, teaching them how to use writing as a tool of empowerment after the storm. I decided to come back home to Houston because I knew that you don't have to have a physical storm to have me. And so I came back, got really involved, but you probably don't know this about me. I'm a big Oprah Winfrey fan, and so I was listening to her talk about aligning yourself with your purpose, and I knew that my purpose really involved serving other people and doing that on a full-time basis. So I left my big law firm job, and I was sitting on a number of boards like Project Row House, so I was enjoying serving, but just in a more limited way. And I have been serving all of you, and I will tell you, it is my pleasure, but also my concern is that we have to make sure that we are all giving back to each other. And so right now, you see our country is so divided right now. People are very emotional. And I remember, and I played sports growing up, so I'll use a sports analogy. You ever hear anybody say, get your head back in the game? We've got to get our heads back in the game. Because you can post all day long on your social media about what Trump did, share that, share this, share that. But if you're not focused on how you're going to affect change to make this place better after the fact, this is all in vain. So I'm not saying to you not to share things on social media or to express yourselves, but always have a purpose for every action you take. If you have an action and your intent is to achieve a goal of social change, then visualize that. You guys have heard of vision boards and all those things. Visualize what your end goal is, and then craft your actions around that. That's what being an activist is about, is trying to solve problems, not just express ourselves. We can do that too, but solve those problems, and that's the hard thing to tackle. One of the things that we're working on at City Hall that's difficult, we're looking at the question of poverty in some of our low-income areas, and how do we revitalize in a responsible way some of our underserved and under-resourced communities. If that was something easy to do, trust me, that ribbon would have been cut a long time ago. But it's complicated, and so we're working hard to address those types of issues. Get your head wrapped around a problem like that, something that is difficult that you can contribute to, and then bring yourselves together and empower yourselves. I am so excited because I know that you all have the energy, you have the focus, but you got to have that direction. And so in doing that, you have to identify what is your role that you will play in society. So I want you to just leave you with this message. I'm interested in investing in you. And I hope that you stay in touch with me, my office. That's Shandita right there from my office. But I hope that you're interested in investing in us, because we have to come together to achieve a brighter and bigger future.